fam, let's just get into it today. No long introduction, but if you are not subscribed, make sure you do hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all my videos. If you have been paying attention to my shorts, you will know that I had an open myomectomy to get a fibroid removed. And you can definitely go back to my shorts to kind of just see the whole process and everything that I went through. But I kind of want to just talk about my process, my journey with having an open myomectomy and having a fibroid. So as you do know, Black women do suffer with the highest rates of having fibroids, and I was one of them. And I believe I've had my fibroid for years. I've always suffered with having abnormal cycles, all of that stuff. Having to be on birth control, guys, since I've been in high school because I had an irregular cycle. So I've dealt with all of that my entire life. So I had a fibroid and it was growing literally at an intense rate. So I did look up all of the other different procedures that you could have. I think it's called embolization, I believe, basically where I guess they try to reduce or restrict the blood flow to that fibroid to maybe shrink it. I thought about all the different natural methods that you could take, CMOS, acupuncture, all those different things. And so for me, I decided to go ahead and have an open myomectomy because unfortunately I could not have my fibroid removed laparoscopically. So I had to have an open myomectomy. Basically that means where they cut you guys, they cut you like you have a C-section. Of course, I was like, oh, I have to have that process. Like I was talking to my doctor about everything else that I could do to not have to have an open myomectomy, but based on the size of my fibroid and also on the placement of my fibroid, because my fibroid was covering basically a third of my uterus, or even I think 2/3 of my uterus, the fibroid was covering. So I had to have an open myomectomy to surgically remove that, and laparoscopically it would not work. So for me, my downtime that the doctor told me would be between 6 to 8 weeks. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, I would say my recovery to where I was feeling like myself probably was less than 6 weeks. And I want to tell you why. So for me, I'm a person that works out. I told you fitness is a part of my channel and I love working out. I work out probably 5 to 6 times a week. Okay. So I've been working out for years. So I honestly do feel that working out helped my recovery go a lot faster than the stories I had been hearing from my friends who had an open myomectomy. They were just like, oh my gosh, you're going to be down and out for like a long period of time. It's going to hurt, blah, blah. Not that it didn't hurt, because it was painful, okay? But I'm going to say that my personal journey, my personal process post-surgery was not like theirs. And I really do believe exercise and eating right played a huge major role. So of course they always tell you after your surgery you need to walk. So in the hospital, I think the day of the surgery, a few hours later, I believe they had me walking. It hurt, but I needed to walk. So when I came home, I made sure that I was walking. So I would start up for like 5 minutes of where I was walking around in my house. And then each time I would just increase the time duration of how long I was walking for, just around my house, guys, just around my house. Walking for 5 minutes, then to 10 minutes, then to 15 minutes, and then 20 minutes where I'm walking. And I would try to walk multiple times a day. So if I did 20 minutes, then I would just break it up throughout the day. Sometimes I just do 20 minutes at one time. But walking is like the #1 thing that's going to help you with recovery if you're having this kind of surgery. But post-surgery, there are some things that I want to do to try to make sure that the fibroid does not grow back, because the fibroid will grow back if you're not preventative with it. So I've heard about CMOS, which I just know it's just good in general, not just for fibroids, but CMOS because of all the minerals and nutrients that it has. CMOS is just good in general. I heard a friend saying that she tried acupuncture just to see if it would even possibly shrink her fibroid. So if acupuncture works for my friend, then I would definitely give acupuncture a try. But first things first is I pretty much eat clean already, but I'm also going to try to add CMOS into my diet. What my doctor did tell me is that obviously fibroids do grow based on hormones that are in your body. And so because I do take birth control, then that is like an additive hormone, and that could possibly also increase fibroids coming back. So there is a possibility, and the reason why I take birth control is for acne purposes, because I also suffer with cystic acne and hormonal acne, and it's so bad, guys. I've tried to go, I think I went 1 year without being on the birth control, or maybe 2 years without being on birth control pills, just to see how my face would react. And it reacted, and I would get cysts. When I say cysts, y'all, cysts on my face that hurt like a mother, okay? And for those who suffer with cystic acne and hormonal acne, you know what I'm talking about, and you know how hard and how that mess hurts really, really badly, okay? And so after that time frame, I was like, nope, I got to get back on the pill, because my cystic acne is going out of control. It's going crazy. So I got back on it for that. But because my fibroid is gone, and we're hoping things will get back to being regular and flowing regular, I'm thinking that I will try to get off of the pill and just see how my face reacts normally, because I definitely don't want to do anything that will cause my fibroid to grow back. So back to my surgery recovery. So I'm definitely going to put some videos here on the screen so you guys can just see. So like I said, walking is pivotal. It's so important. But I also made sure that I was eating foods. For example, it's something that's called green blends that you can purchase. And so this is just a mixture of fruits and vegetables that you literally just drink, and it helps to keep you regular, because anybody knows after surgery, you have a high chance of getting constipated, okay? So these green blends definitely help to keep me regular. I did my breathing exercises with my incentive spirometer. You want to make sure those lungs are going. I also make sure that I also just kept moving, because you don't want to make sure you get blood clots, y'all. Blood clots can be a risk after surgery. Keep those legs, keep your body moving, basically. I also made sure that I had tons of water set up for me, so I didn't have to like reach down to get water. It was all set up on my countertop as well. I also got one of those reacher grab things that you can get from off Amazon that basically helps me to reach for anything that may have fallen on the floor, again, because you really can't bend over because it hurts. You literally just had abdominal wreckage, right? And I had to sleep on the couch for probably about the first 4 weeks, first month basically. I had to sleep on the couch because laying flat, y'all, if y'all try to get up, ooh, trust me, it hurts, okay? So I slept on the couch, but I also had one of those sitting pillows where you could just kind of lay back a little bit. Then I had a pillow behind my head. So I pretty much just kind of slept upright or at a little 45-degree angle for about the first month on the couch. And it's not bad. It doesn't suck at all. And I had pillows that I would put under my legs just to keep them elevated while I was sleeping. But these are some of the things that I did basically to help my recovery go smoother. That was my journey with fibroids. It wasn't necessarily a terrible journey that other people have kind of shared with me. So if you have fibroids and you're thinking about getting them removed, I would definitely talk to your doctor. Exhaust all of the different options that you can take. Do your research too, guys, because a doctor is a doctor, and they're just kind of gonna tell you what they think or what they're used to doing, basically, what they're used to doing to solve that problem. So if you don't want to go the surgery route, then I would suggest that you do your own research just to see what other options there are out there and kind of just see which one works best for you. And again, at the end of the day, you are the patient, so you have the final say. So thank you guys so much for listening to me about my fibroid journey. And if God says the same, I'll see y'all next time.